What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one's going to be a little bit more of a video on Season 11 of The Walking Dead. I know it's kind of a little early to kind of start talking about Season 11, but, you know, it is coming up, and, you know, we really only have one episode left of Season 10 of Walking Dead. It almost feels like, you know, we're done the season, except, you know, we are going to have one more episode later this year, but some people kind of brought this up, and I actually, the first one I saw is Movie Idol do a video on this one, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, that's right. This is actually an event coming up pretty soon on the Walking Dead TV series as well that I haven't really covered, and I haven't also really given my thoughts on who I think this is going to be that takes this moment. So, for the comic viewers, this is definitely a video for you. We're going to be discussing, and this is a huge spoiler warning, by the way, in advance, who do we think is going to get Dwight's comic death from issue 186?
We've silenced the whispers.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. Of course, this one leading into the Walking Dead Season 10 finale, but mainly Season 11. So, I wasn't actually going to do a video on this. I kind of forgot about it. But you know, when I saw a Movie Idol do a video on it yesterday, I was like, man, I actually kind of totally forgot that we have an event coming up in the TV series, probably in Season 11, most likely at least, is what I'm thinking, which is going to be the death of, well, in the comic version at least, Dwight. So, in the TV series version, you know, everything's different. I mean, everything's different. I mean, look, there's Rick right here. Like, you know, it's very, very different. But, you know, I want to explain for the people that don't read the comics, what this moment actually is going to be. Because I know there's a lot of people that only watch the TV show that's like, what's the Commonwealth, Dan? What's the Commonwealth about? And that video will be coming in a separate one. I'm going to explain more in detail what the Commonwealth is, what they're all about, all that kind of stuff. We're going to do a video on that, probably very, very soon, actually. But, for this one, you know, what's going to happen with this moment? You know, the death of Dwight from the comics. Now, obviously, Rick is not in the TV series. Dwight is not in the TV series. And there are a lot of other characters that are in the comic at this point that are not in the TV show right now. And then characters that are at the forefront, like Daryl, like Carol, are actually not even in the comics. So it's kind of funny when you think about it. But, you know, I want to definitely discuss it as well, kind of go over a few of the single issues I found from the comics, just because I haven't actually seen these for a while. Here is kind of some of the introduction issues for the Commonwealth. So these are really, really awesome. I have to show you guys these. These are awesome. I haven't actually grabbed these ones in a while. And seen them very much. Here's Mercer, and that's another one we should do is Who's Mercer. I think that's another one we definitely need to talk about really soon. Here's Princess fighting off some of the Commonwealth soldiers right there. I'm actually, why am I forgetting this scene? Anyway, it's been a while since I've read these comics, guys, so my apologies for that. Issue 190, issue 179, I think actually this is the variant with Carl. I do have the other one, but for some reason I grabbed the variant. Anyway, and then we also have issue 180, which is really cool with Rick and the Commonwealth soldiers. So that's, see, then again, Rick, right? So, you know, it's very different. And then here's the one I want to discuss, is this one. So, you know, the thing is about these right here, guys, is that this is going to be a big moment. Let's actually take this out, because I definitely want to show you guys the panels, so you guys can actually see for yourselves what I'm actually talking about here. So here it is right here. Here is probably one of the most shocking issues of a comic I've ever read when this actually went down. This was in 2018, I believe. December 2018, I believe, is when this came out. And it was a huge shocker for me. I was like, what? Like, you know, now for the people that don't read the comics, the Commonwealth basically is a location, and you guys can already tell, it's a location. The girl that Eugene was talking to on the radio is from this place. The place has about, I forget how many. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people at the Commonwealth. And if anybody remembers the exact number of people that are at the Commonwealth, write it down in the comment section below for everybody else to see. If you remember how many people were actually in the Commonwealth. I know it's a lot, but I forget like the exact number right now. But anyway, so basically in the comic we have the leader of the Commonwealth, who's named Pamela. A lot of people think in the TV show this could be Georgie, maybe, if Georgie is maybe the Pamela of the TV show. I don't know if they're going to do that. Maybe they will just get a new actress or something to play this Pamela character. But I mean, Georgie could be Pamela. She definitely could be. But at the same time, I feel like maybe she's not. Like, it's hard to tell. But anyway, basically, in the comic, you have Rick and the others who are at the Commonwealth, Dwight as well, and, a bunch of the others. And basically, we really get the idea that, Pamela is very strict and very, she's very, she controls a lot of things, She's a very bossy leader, that type of thing. And Dwight doesn't really like that, basically, in the comics. It kind of reminds him too much of Negan and how Negan used to control people a lot. And basically, Dwight has enough of it in this issue and basically pulls out his gun right here in the comic and points it right at Pamela. Her soldiers are standing there right there, and you got Dwight that kind of starts the whole thing and points the gun right at Pamela. You got Rick right there and Michonne standing back there. Basically, they're kind of worried that something's about to happen. And basically, unfortunately, for Rick to keep Michonne and everybody else at the Commonwealth alive, because if Dwight kills Pamela, right? If Dwight kills Pamela, there's going to be a huge problem, and they're all going to be dead. Most likely, right? So Rick has to take action, and actually Rick, in this issue, which I still can't believe, just looking at this page, I'm about to show you guys, right here, Rick literally kills Dwight just to save everybody else, and Dwight is killed by Rick. There's Rick right here, with the gun, and there he is, killing Dwight just to protect everybody else and just to kind of stop all the craziness. And, there he is, there's Dwight right there. It's so crazy. So, I still, I can't believe, me going over these comics right now, I'm just like, oh my god, this is some crazy stuff right here. It makes me want to reread the Commonwealth storyline. Maybe we should go back and, reread some of the Commonwealth issues or something. I don't know. I know the Commonwealth wasn't everybody's favorite storyline in the comic. It wasn't mine either, but, it's still, it's got some crazy moments, that's for sure. So yeah, so that's that's Dwight's comic death. So in the TV show, who do we think is going to get this death? Rick is in there. Michonne is in there. Dwight is not there. And there's a lot of other characters. So, and there's a lot of characters that are only in the TV show, not in the comic. Like Daryl, like Carol, Carol was, but she was very different in the comics. So, people that read the comics, you know what I mean by Carol. But, honestly, who do we think is going to take this comic death? Who do we think is going to take this? Now, first of all, when do we think this is actually going to go down? I'm predicting midway through season 11. I think that's a correct kind of guess. It could be in the second half of season 11. It definitely could. But I don't want to see them stretch out the Commonwealth to season 12. I really, really don't. I think they may still. But the thing is about this is that the Commonwealth, I feel like there's a lot of slow issues that you can really all pack into one episode, if you want to. But I feel like the Commonwealth should end. Everything in the comic storyline should end by the end of season 11. That is my personal opinion. Maybe some people disagree with me on that. I totally understand it. But I personally think, reading these comics right now, I personally think that the comics should, everything that we see in the comics from issues 175 to issue 193 should all be finished by the time we get to this point right here. Honestly, I feel like season 12 of The Walking Dead, if we get a season 12 of Walking Dead, I feel like it's going to be original material. I really do. I don't think, unless season 12 is the last season, and if they want to make season 11 shorter and season 12 even shorter, and put all this stuff into season 11 and season 12, then maybe they can do it, but if we're getting 16 episodes in season 11, which we most likely are, then I see everything in the Commonwealth being wrapped up by the end of season 11. That is just my personal opinion. So, who's going to take this comic death? Okay, so, a lot of people discuss Daryl. I really, really doubt that Norman Reedus would ever, I don't think that they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to kill off Daryl in that type of way. Who would kill him? Would it be somebody like Carol or something? Or Maggie that kills Daryl? They're not going to do that. I just don't see them doing that. But, could we see somebody else do it? Could we see maybe, I don't know, Magna? That's a very, very good one. I think Magna is a very, very likely one. Because Magna's kind of crazy sometimes anyway. And I feel like if Magna freaks out at Georgie, or if it's Pamela in the TV show, whichever one it's going to be, either way, I honestly see something going down where Yumiko has to put down Magna. I do. I see Magna freaking out. I see Magna trying to kill Pamela. And I do see Yumiko taking action. I really do. I'm maybe one of the only people that thinks that, but I do. I see Yumiko taking action against that and to try to save everybody else. putting Magna down and saving everybody else from the Commonwealth. I do. I think, honestly, anybody else that gets this death, it just wouldn't feel right. Who are you going to give it to? You're going to give it to Maggie? Is Maggie going to freak out at her? No, it doesn't make sense, right? Is Carol going to, no, I don't think Carol would take that death either. Who else would it be? Would you give that to Jerry? It's like, no, you wouldn't. Would you give that to Ezekiel? No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't make sense. The only one to me that would make sense, it's Magna, of course. She always kind of freaks out at the tiny little things anyway. It's true, as much as you guys, don't want to admit it. It's true, Magna really freaks out over little things, and I could definitely see Magna, over maybe some other reason, in the TV series version, flipping out on Pamela, or if it's Georgie in the TV show, and Yumiko stopping her. And that could really turn Yumiko into a really, really, really interesting character if she had to do that. So I'm actually going to kind of cut it short right here. I'm going to say they're going to do the Magna one. Maybe you guys disagree with me. I don't know. But I'm just like, if you guys disagree with me, I want to hear. Who else do you really think fits better for that death? Like, do you think it makes sense Negan would do that? Like, I'm just sitting here like, no, not really. Like, I mean, if they want to, but why would Negan freak out so much? Like, it's like, I don't know. I feel like Magna is just one of those type of characters that would freak out like that at, a community like that, and like a leader like that, and stuff like that. And I think that Yumiko would do it. I think that, honestly, if it came down to it, and Yumiko had to protect everybody else, I think Yumiko would pull that trigger, and I think she would do it. And I think that, honestly, in the TV show, I think Magna's going to take that moment, guys. I really do. Maybe you guys disagree with me, but that's where I stand with it. Honestly, I think that's what's going to happen. Maybe you guys, like I said, maybe you guys disagree with me. I just think right now it's like, okay, really, Magna is the only character that really makes sense for that comic moment, like, in the comics. Who else is really going to take that? It just, for me, Magna just, it fits. You know what I mean? Like, it fits. And even though I don't think that having Dwight and Rick in the TV show, like, if they had Andrew Lincoln and if they had Austin Emilio in the TV show, it would be really cool, but if we can't have that, then why not have somebody like Magna, who's very hot-headed, and I mean, Yumiko says it all the time, right? And Yumiko might have to put down Magna to save everybody else, and to save Pamela, mainly, right? Or maybe Georgie in the TV show, whatever they pick. But, that's my opinion on it. I think Magna's gonna take it. If you guys disagree with me, write down in the comment section below, but if you disagree with me, who do you think it's gonna be? That's what I want to hear from you guys. So, anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. I really want to hear from you guys. Who do you think is going to take this this comic death, Dwight's comic death? And do you think, do you guys think Austin Emilio is going to return, and for some reason he returns in season 11 and he gets this death anyway? If you think that maybe Dwight will somehow return to the original Walking Dead or something like that, I mean, if there's people out there that think that, I'm not going to blame you. Maybe they will do something like that. But right now I'm thinking, let's say Dwight's not in it. I think Magna's going to take that death, and I think it also, I feel like, is going to make Yumiko a way more beloved character on the show if she does something like that. Plus, because a lot of people don't like Magna, so there is that. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. Write your comments in the comment section below. I'm going to stop talking. I want to hear from you guys now. What do you think about this discussion topic? I had to do it. Man, it feels so good to actually look at these Walking Dead comics again, guys. I really miss these. I really wish these were still be releasing, because you guys know I'd be reviewing them every month if they were still continuing. So, but yeah, anyway, so we're getting close, guys. We're definitely getting close to getting caught up to the comics. It's really crazy to think, but we really are. It's just a matter of time before new material, I guess, for the TV show. So really interesting, guys. Really, really interesting stuff. We're definitely going to do some more Commonwealth videos coming up really soon. I want to do one on more in detail. What is the Commonwealth about? Who is the what is the Commonwealth community? I want to do one on that, as well as who is Mercer. I want to do one on Mercer. One on Pamela, maybe, some stuff like that. I definitely want to do some videos on that. So definitely stay tuned for those. A lot of comic versus TV show, how are they gonna adapt it type videos coming up very soon. So anyway, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I will see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.